If you're spending hours on your music promotion and seeing zero results, I hate to break it to you, but 80% of what you're doing doesn't matter and it's a complete waste of time. And I get it because I was there too, grinding nonstop, but hearing nothing but crickets. But everything changed when I did a few of these key shifts. My name's Chris, also known as the Artist Manifest. I have about 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. I'm a rock and hip hop artist for TV, film, and I coach artists just like you in our Fanbase University mentorship program. In this video, I want to go over these 4 key shifts that are game changers. Number 1 is DMing and spamming people to listen to your music, okay? And I never did that specifically, but I did something worse, which was following people on MySpace and Twitter, trying to get that follow back. But I see a lot of artists these days just leaving all these random comments on people's pages, hoping that people will check out their music. Even on the ads that I run to get on my music out there, people are leaving comments on it to say, hey, check my music instead. And it's like, come on, dude, are people really going to check your music on there? What you should be doing instead is commenting on artists that you want to collaborate with. Yeah, that's right. On the artists that you want to work with and write with or perform with or tour with, you need to get on their radio, on their radar. But you don't just leave comments like check my music out. You applaud them and you give first. You support what they're doing. When they release a new song, you're putting fire emojis, you're following them, you're engaging on their page. When they release music, you're supporting their Kickstarters or their merch, and you're giving first before you're trying to get. You see, we have this mentality of get, take, and put me first, when really, no, you've got to sow first before you want to reap, okay? And if you want to reap something tomorrow, that means you've got to plant something today in a relationship. And I wish, instead of me following all these people, we used to do it for hours a day sometimes. I could have been writing songs. I could have been reaching out to artists to collaborate with instead of seeing them as my competitors. So if you're going to comment, do it strategically to get on people's radar, and you do that before you DM them. Okay, because if I see someone's bought my stuff, they're commenting and they're being really cool and they're being authentic, and then they're like, hey, I might want to work with this guy, right? Now he's DMing me. There's more of a chance I'm going to respond or even engage. All right, so if you're going to do anything, DM for relationships, comment for relationships, and build long term, right? You might need to do that for weeks. Right? But we want to get married really quick. It's like, hey, I just met you, dude. Whoa. Why are you trying to propose to me so quick? It's like, get on the radio, be more strategic, be patient, and build it up, and then have the ask, and you're way more likely to have success. Number 2 is buying fake followers and streams. What a complete waste of time and money, and getting kicked off the algorithm, right? Inflated numbers don't lead to real fans, right? Or ticket sales or merchandise revenue, and it actually confuses the algorithm, and that fake engagement just throws your whole AI system out of whack, and Spotify or Apple Music or any of them, YouTube, has no idea who to share your music with, because you bought all these fake streams, these fake engagement, and it's not real. So it's not it doesn't know who to share your music for, right? I know I had this one artist that joined our Spotify 5-day challenge. She had millions of streams, and then all of a sudden they got deleted. And she's just like, well, what happened? I'm like, well, you bought some fake bots. You bought fake streams. Sometimes we will get a DM from an artist, wherever, and they're like, check out my music. And I go to their page, and they got 100,000 followers. But then I look on the engagement on their most recent posts, and it's like crickets. It's maybe one comment. So it's we're not fooling anyone with these fake streams, right? Or fake followers. We want real engagement, real fans, and you can buy them. That's right, you can buy real fans and real followers. How? By marketing a great piece of content that has your song in it. You can boost that post. You can take your music video and you can run YouTube ads to that music video. You can buy Spotify ads and have your song run on Spotify and target artists in your exact genre. And it can come over to a playlist, so they don't just stream that first song, they stream other songs. You guys know, if you've watched any of my content, my favorite is meta ads. That's Facebook and Instagram ads, right? Going to a Spotify playlist that has all my songs. And you know, if you've joined our program, that I love running it to a genre-based playlist because it's such an easier ask. Like, imagine this. If I'm like, hey, check out my song, right? Can you listen to my song? Versus, hey, go check out this hip hop playlist. Yo, go check out this classical playlist next time you're studying music, right? You're going to love it. Hey, if you're going to a party, rock on this playlist here. It's got all these party jams on it. And it's also got a bunch of my music on it too. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much cooler, and it comes off as a recommendation or a referral versus please listen to my music. Please listen to my music. And this is all in the psychology of marketing and what you're saying in the actual ad or what you're saying vocally, right? Like, it makes such a big difference on what it costs you. Like, if you pay $100 to be in front of 1,000 people, well, what you say and what's in that ad can be the difference of, 500 of those people coming and checking your music or only 100 people, right? Because the ad was better, the marketing was better. And this is what we teach in my Fanbase University coaching program. I'll put the link below. But another way to buy followers and streams is like Playlist Push, Submit Hub, what are those social influencers, where you're buying into someone who's already got an audience. Isn't this why we want to get onto radio? Because they've already built this audience of hardcore listeners? Or we want to buy onto a tour that is already successful because the artist or whoever has already done the hard work to get the people there, and now you're paying a premium to get in front of that audience, right? Like, these are smart ways to buy yourself there, and then your music better be good. Like, there's some, bands that I saw buy onto tours and they just didn't have what it takes. And so even though they were put in front of their fans, their songs didn't stack up. And this is why if we went back to the point number one, where like I'm following all these people and trying to get my music out there, to be honest, I should have been working on writing better songs, working with better producers, working with better songwriters, just to have a better overall song. Because when you have a great song, it just makes the marketing so much easier, right? It opens so many more doors. When you have a hit song, it's just like everything is just flowing. Like, what's really cool right now in our latest song, Silent Beast, normally when you release a song, Release Radar hits it, we're promoting it and the algorithm is triggered and all the fans. So you normally see a nice big uptick, and you always see a bit of a down, right? And then it normally goes down again and down again. But what we're seeing right now, it went up, it went down, but now it's just steady. So I think actually if I could show you the numbers, I think the first day we had over 10,000 streams, then it went down to 4 or 5, and now it's just staying at 4 or 5,000 streams a day. And I hope it stays there. We're continuing to marketing it and pushing it. But sometimes, it's just the algorithm. And not even just the algorithm, because the algorithm is just fans. That's what Mr. B says, right? Like, it's not that the algorithm didn't like your song or Spotify didn't like your song. It's like fans didn't like it. And how come they didn't like it? Well, they didn't save it. They didn't stream all the way through. They freaking skipped it right away, right? They didn't add it to a playlist. So these are all the fans that are really voting and deciding on how the algorithm responds. And so that's why this song is just crushing. Like, sure, I can do whatever I want. And I've thrown money at songs before, right? I've thrown money at songs before, and it's just like, it's just not working. It's just not connecting. That's just not the one. And that doesn't necessarily mean you give up, because you could still make a viral piece of content and you could blow that song back up again, right? So anything is possible. And that's what's amazing about this music industry. But at the end of the day, the cream rises to the top. Number 3 is over-posting on social media. And there's a time where I was doing a video every single day on YouTube, okay, trying to promote. And what I was doing was I was just taking my phone, and on my way home after dropping my daughter to school, I just film a video. There's no thought into it. I was just kind of freestyling it, shooting this video, and some videos did good, but most of them did terrible, and we got barely any results. But I was posting daily, but with zero strategy. Okay, so now when I make videos, I don't even make a video until we've got the thumbnail decided on and the title decided on. Then I go make the video. right? And when we started to do that, that made a difference between my videos getting hundreds of views versus thousands, and now even hundreds of thousands when something really takes off, because I'm coming up with the concept first. So how does this relate to music and you getting your music out there? Well, what you should do is you should go find 10 to 15 creators on whether it's TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts that you really like. You want to study their profiles, and what you can do is you can sort by the most popular post, and you can see which ones went viral, and you look for the patterns and look for the ones that you like, and you can be like, ooh, I could do something like that. And so you model the success, but then you interject your song, you interject your creativity and your spin. But now what you're doing is you're modeling success. You're taking something that has already gone viral, right? And it's probably because of the idea, maybe partially because of the song, but you need to look and think, okay, how can I make this work for one of my songs? I like this idea. Maybe I can put a little spin on it, or maybe it'll trigger a different idea. And now you're posting with the strategy. And now you're already starting at something that's successful, because you're already modeling off of something that's successful, right? So your chances of going viral are 10x, as opposed to you just trying to come up with a new idea. Like, there is no new ideas really, right? Like things like, what is that book, Steal Like an Artist? And so yes, model success. You're putting your song in it, put your own spin on it, and freaking rock with it and go with it. You're 10 times more likely, as opposed to just trying to come up with content and you're just whipping it out there. Like, I know people who've done the exact same thing where they commit to posting on social media, but they're doing the same thing every day. They're not doing anything differently. And they go, oh, this doesn't work. And it's like, no, you're the definition of insanity, to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. Something has to change. If something's not working, you pivot. You do something different. Number 4 is spending money in the wrong place when it comes to marketing your music. Now, women, you're really good at justifying whether it's wine, eating out, clothes, whatever. But when it comes to marketing, you freeze up. And men, same thing, but yours is gear, it's software, plugins, guitars, and of course it's eating out and clothes, sure, right? But this is the thing. You got all of us, and me included, we can justify spending money on certain things emotionally, right? Or making a new song. And this is what we do wrong here. Okay, all of us, it's like, okay, we know how to make the music now. We get there, right? And that feels good, and we feel good for spending our money on there. But then when it comes to marketing it, it's like we don't get the response. So it's like we can't break through to the next level. And so maybe we spend a little bit of marketing, and then are like, oh, I'm just going to go back to doing what I know. And that's making songs. And then we never break to that next level. But what you need to do, instead of buying another $5,000 course with somebody or some $5,000 publicist or whatever it is, and you feel like you've done something because you took the course or you joined my coaching program. Just because you joined my coaching program doesn't mean, oh, all of a sudden you're successful. You still got to do work. You still got to show up and do something, right? Like, you made a music video. Oh, wow, good for you. Now what you need to do, and you spent $5,000 on it, but now to get you to spend $5,000 marketing it, it's like freaking pulling teeth, okay? And so what you need to do is you need to take that $5,000 or $10,000 that you would spend on whatever it is that you can justify, and you need to spend it on your marketing. But what's good about online marketing, and where I share to spend your money, is like, look, we're not just going to go blow it all at once. Right? And that's what some of you do. You go blow it on some social curator campaign or some publicist or whatever it is, right? But with online marketing, especially with meta ads, we start at $10 a day. And we tweak and we make sure it works first. Then we go to 20 a day, then 40, then 50, then 100. Then we duplicate the ads, and then we scale up, right? And that way we avoid you just setting a whole bunch of money on fire, which I have done many times, okay? So I'm with you on this. But I really want to encourage you and challenge you to step out there. Hope this video helped.